Post-grad is intimidating. It's true, it really is. But I remember going through college and all the adults telling me the older you get, the more fun you have. And I always thought, how? You hang out in your own little bubble, you have all your best buddies right next to you. But it's true. But that doesn't mean it's not its own journey, not its own chapter. And today I'm going to talk about the lessons that I learned going through that post-grad phase and how I made it the best and why it's some of the best times of your life. Good morning. Today we have a 6-mile speed workout. This will put us just over 30 miles for the week. I just got my Strava wrapped for the year. Put up some pretty big numbers this year. I threw it up on my Instagram. Some of the comments hyped me up. I really put some work in. But the biggest thing I'd learned coming out of college and into the real life is you can really dial in a routine. And college is so sporadic. You're staying up late, you're getting up early, you're doing this, you're doing that. And once you get into the working world, once you get out of that college world, you can really hunker down on routine, and the human body thrives on routine because that's where you can make really some huge leaps and bounds in some of these very difficult, some of these very technical areas that just take hammering away. Because in college, you can put a great effort in for a week, you can put a great effort in for a weekend, but you're so up and down. Now that you can have structure to your life where you can build your own routine, you can really start hammering away at some things, and you can really start making some amazing progress that you didn't really think you were capable of. Like, I never thought I could really run. I didn't think I was a runner. I mean, I could run a few miles. I liked lifting weights. It's just crazy what you can do with a routine. So it is in the 20s out. Sun won't be up by the time this workout is done. Let's go for a run. Whew, that was actually a really good workout. 2-mile warm up and then 6 half-mile sprints with the 60-second rest in between. And now I'm doing my mile cool down. But I ran on a track, and I haven't been on a track since high school. But especially for a workout like that, was so much better because on a road you have to have your senses available, head on a swivel, stepping on holes, cars coming at you. But on the track, all I had to think about was my next step and just rip it. So for context, I'm 25, closer to 26 than I am to 25. And the other thing I've learned in my 20s is you've got to make fitness a cornerstone. Life comes at you fast. Relationships, jobs, family, locations, it all changes so fast. But 45 pounds is always going to be 45 pounds. In college, you know, you see people get away with it because you're out and about. Maybe they get that freshman 15 and they lose it, whatever. But when you get out of college, it changes pretty quick if you don't keep moving like really out of shape. So having this base of fitness, this thing that only you can work on when all of your life is changing so fast and there's so much growing and so much opportunity out there, but you have something that humbles you, is so much more necessary than when you were in college. In college, it was just to not get fat and burn the alcohol, right? But when you get out of life, fitness has to be your base. It humbles you. It is always the same no matter what's going on in your life. And it's good for your health. You're gonna think clear. You're gonna be able to work harder at your actual job, at your actual career, whatever it is you're doing. So that is the base of it all. But as you can see, it is a beautiful morning. Look at that, sun's starting to rise. You can't really see it in the camera, but the sky's so pink. It's so sick. Friday evening lift, done. It's one of the best things ever, and what I started doing after this most recent marathon. Run in the evening, Friday morning, always the best run, last run of the week, and then grind through the day. And then before I let myself relax, before I get into the weekend, hit some legs. And then once that's over, then we can relax. And none of this would be possible. And it's another lesson that I learned in my 20s in that post-grad phase, is just how important time management is. In college, it's important. And if you don't learn it through college and you get into the real world and you haven't learned it already, then you're screwed. But it's a skill you can learn. It's a skill you can practice, and the better and better you get, the less brain power it takes for you to manage your time properly. It is the biggest life skill you can have, I think, career-wise, and then also personal-wise. Like, if you just dove into work and let yourself consume your entire mind, that's fine. But you got to do laundry, you got to take care of your relationships, you got to take care of your health, and it's almost impossible to balance your social life, your work life, your personal life if you don't have time management. So time management has always been a great skill for me, but it's really grown and I've really been shining with that skill. Now I'm heading home for dinner with Brooke. We are celebrating our 4 years. We're going to a nice steakhouse and I'm pretty pumped. So let's go. Give me a little spin, Brooke. What a fantastic outfit. Little life hack. If you like nice wine, this is Brooke and I's favorite wine. Favorite red wine. And we always drink it to celebrate because it's not cheap. But if you go to a nice restaurant, you can bring your own bottle. You pay whatever it is at the grocery store, liquor store, and then you just pay a corkage fee. And it is much cheaper to drink a much nicer bottle of wine. And sometimes they don't have what you want, and you can bring your favorite.
I should have worn these shoes to the wedding.
Best spot to go to, Paul's. Good morning, world. We are chilling in our Tommy Bahama robe and our Tommy Bahama pajamas, drinking out of our Santa coffee mug. How can you get a better Saturday than that? Dinner last night, fantastic. Seafood tower, mushrooms, spinach. Brooke and I, pretty smart too. We ended up just splitting a 16-ounce ribeye, which is all you really need after devouring a seafood tower. And then nothing fancy. We just asked for some vanilla ice cream for dessert. So dinner last night was great. A little tired. Had a glass or two of wine too many. The food is so good, but what they're known for is hospitality. You just can't beat the way they treat you. It is the best. Second place, Juanita's Nacho Royale.
Okay, don't let him kid you. He hates it there.
And that's another lesson that I've learned going through my 20s. If you have the option to go live somewhere cool, move out, move away, live somewhere cool, you change and you mature and you grow up in such a different way, like different perspectives. You don't grow up fast, but you just grow up in a different way. Like Brooke and I going out for 4 years, you get to dress all fancy, go to a place you've never been, in a city you're not too familiar with. You eat a nice dinner, you drink some good wine, and it almost feels like you're playing pretend, right? But it's actually real life, and it's so exciting, and it's such a weird feeling knowing that this life almost seems fake, but it's my life. It's so funny too. I remember one Saturday a long time ago, my dad asking if I was going to the gym with him, and I go, who works out on Saturday? He said, when you get older, you will too. And he is so right. When you get older, Saturday is the best day to work out. You get to sleep in. Last night I had a little bit of wine, so it's not gonna be the best one ever. But you're finally rested, you have all the time in the world, and you can just hang out at the gym, and it's the best workout. We are gearing up now for our friends to come over for a little birthday, Christmas pregame per se. My friends here are awesome, and that's one of the things you realize when you get older is high school, college, you've got hundreds and hundreds of friends, and then the older you get, you have fewer but stronger relationships with people because life is busy, and so you're truly prioritizing spending time with these people. And you're not friends because your parents happen to live by each other. You're not friends because you happen to be assigned the same class. You're friends because you truly enjoy the same things and have similar mindsets. And the relationships you build when you get older are so much stronger. And that's not to offend any of my friends growing up. Like, I've got some awesome friends, but the friends you make in real life, it's just a different sort of bond almost. So all this to say that life gets more fun the older you get, because it almost feels like you're playing pretend, but it's actually your life. If you can create a routine, keep fitness as an anchor, continue to work at your career, balance it with your social life, you find you're a much more fulfilled person rather than that beast of a college student that would go out 5 times a week and then any calm moment was spent having to study. But all that's to say, life's an adventure. Enjoy the ride. Keep working, keep pursuing greatness. Like the video, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.